Hi everyone! I'm finally back after a really long time, and today I will take you to amazing Nafplio. Let's just do as a first a small review of my room for this weekend.
Yeah, welcome in my room for this weekend. Yeah, it's a perfect. I love the ceiling, all the wood. Let's check the room. It's a kind of small, but it's okay. Here probably will be the bathroom. Yes, perfect. Oh, hello. Yeah, here is a bathroom and everything would should be here. Yeah, quite a small but big enough. Perfect. And here we have like small table, chair, wardrobe. Yeah, it's cool. And here is the best thing. Look at it, the balcony. Just open it. Just a moment and look at it. Look at that view. Street view. It's so amazing and it's so nice sunny day here. Ahoy!
Nafplio or Nafplio is a coastal city located in the Argolic Gulf in the northeast Peloponnese in Greece. City has been founded in antiquity. The town has been a stronghold on several occasions during classical antiquity. Nafplio was the port of Argos in ancient Argolis. It was a very ancient place which got name from Nafplios, son of the god Poseidon, and Anemone, the daughter of Palamedes. The town's history traces back to prehistoric era when soldiers from the here participate in Argonautic expedition and the Trojan War like. Some sources say that the Nafplians were Egyptians belonging to the colony which Danaus brought to Argos. The few signs of this period which remains visible are the walls of Acronaflia. And that's place where we are going at the first to see from the top this beautiful city and as well breathe a piece of history. It is the oldest castle in Nafplio. Acronaflia is laying at the foot of the Palamidi Hill. The peninsula consists of three levels, among which stands three independent castles. The western one is the oldest, and it's here where the ancient Acropolis was situated, fortified with the polygonal cyclopean walls. Acronamphlia, the massive rock, was inhabited since prehistoric time. Standing on its summit, one can enjoy fantastic panoramic views. You can see the old city, with the countless roofs and 100 years old trees, the bell towers of the churches. We should not forget the unique Vurze castle standing in the middle of the harbor, right at the entrance of the Argolica Bay and connected to the mainland just north of Radin Arvanidas. Vurze, meaning tower in Turkish, was originally built by the Venetians in the 15th century. Small fortress standing on the rocky islet of Agios Theodori. The castle was built in 1473 with shape like an irregular hexagon. In which they used to live the executioners of Palamidi prisoners and later on had been used as a luxury hotel. The fort included a three-story tower with movable stairs and well-positioned cannons. During the Venetian rule, it was connected to Agunaflia through a huge metal chain to secure a port against enemy ship attacks. In the present time, a lot of cultural events and festivals take place there. You can visit the castle with just a short boat ride from the harbor. During the summer season, the boat leaves every 30 minutes and the ticket costs €5 with return included, plus the €5 for admission ticket. from the end of October, and during the winter, boats leave only on weekends. The first fortification of Acronaflia date from the 7th century BC, but today there is not much left of it, but still have own magic. Acronaflia was used as a defensive fortress until the Greek Revolution. There was established a military hospital as well, had been used as prison, and later on Acronaflia was used as a barracks. View from here is amazing, and it's kind of exciting to think how this place looked in the past when all of these ruins were part of a strong fortress. Nafplio was an important seaport in Middle Ages. Under Venetian rule, the city was strengthened by building the castle of Palamidi, which was the last major constructions of the Venetian Empire overseas. Under the imposing walls of Acronaflia and right in front of the first buildings of the old town, you will spot a monument, the Dry Gate. In front of the gate was a wide waterway where small ships and boats ran aground. It is interesting that after sunset the gate was closed, and if anyone who did not catch it open was forbidden to enter the city and had to spend the night out. The gate was built in 1687 by the Venetians from the local granite. To the left was a built-in plaque commemorating the liberation of Nafplio in 1687 by Commander-in-Chief Morosini. Slowly it's getting darker, and I just wanted to scroll in the streets of Nafplio a little bit more. On my walk, I spotted the enticing Museum of Worry Beads. The owner of this museum committed more than 40 years to his project, the first and only museum of this kind in the world, collecting and learning everything there is to know about the worry beads. About 700 different types of rosaries, Muslim, Christian, Catholic, Hindu, Buddhist, Greek and Turkish are all represented in the collection. In the museum you can find a unique collection of string of beads dated approximately between 1550 and 1950, made of pure amber, mastic amber, veteran amber, black usury and red coral, ivory, bone, horn, ebony, and so on. The purpose and mission of Convoy Museum is to preserve the traditional Greek convoy and make it better known. The museum is open from Monday to Sunday from 9:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. and ticket price is at €2. The town had been occupied during a period of time by Byzantine, Frankish, Venetians, and Turkish, which all of them strongly influenced its culture, architecture, and traditions during the centuries. Front of you, you can see the Nafplio War Museum, which is located in the first building of the Hellenic Army Academy. The visitors can witness the history of Hellenic Army Academy and also the recent history of Greece from the Greek Revolution to the liberation against the occupation historical period. The museum is open from October to March from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. and from April to September from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Entrance fee is at €3. Scrolling in streets of Nafplio, I found the Folklore Museum. The first exhibition held in 1974 was dedicated to Peloponnesian ruler and urban costumes. The exhibition covers the period from 1835 to 1945. Premises accommodated the Greek costumes exhibitions as set in over the last 150 years in Greece. The museum is open from Monday to Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. and Sunday from 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Ticket price is €5. One of the most beautiful castles in Greece and the largest and best preserved fortress complex of Venetian domination, called the Palamidi Castle, is located here in Nafplio. The castle stands 216 meters above the sea level, and in order to reach it, you will need to climb up 999 steps carved in rock. To be honest, I don't know why, but I missed the road which taking you to climb all steps, and I walked all the way around, which is impossible to reach by car. Basically, it's a road which ends next to Castle of Palamidi, where you can find as well parking area. If you choose to walk all the way up, you will have to take all steps, which will take you to the east side of the castle entrance. Palamidi Fortress is connected to the city of Nafplio with a steep uphill reinforced with the small loopholes that leads its to northwestern side. It is a ladder that, according to the Greek folk tradition, consisted of 999 stairs, as the thousands broke by the leg of the horse of Kolokotronis, a hero of the Greek Revolution. In fact, the scale has fewer stairs, 857, and was constructed at the time of Otto. To be honest, these steps will keep you in shape, but you can make resting stops along the way, sitting on the larger steps and having the unique view of Nafplio and of the sea as a reward. Construction of castle was completed in 1714, and its aim was to serve the military and naval operations of Venetians. The plan of the fortress is based on the system of mutually supportive bastions that grow stepwise on the axis of the west-east and are connected with walls. The 8 bastions of the castle are self-contained, so if one of them is conquered, the defense continues from the rest. The hill at which the castle is located was named after Palamedes, the hero of Homer's epics. From Palamede fortress began the liberation of Nafplio city from Turks. Venture into place drenched in history, where the famous hero of Greek Revolution Theodoros Kolokotronis had been imprisoned, it seems as if its battlements, named after the renowned ancient heroes Themistocles, Achilles, Phocion, Leonidas, Epaminondas, and Miltiades, are still carefully protecting the city. One of the well-known Greek heroes, Theodoros Kolokotronis from Greek Revolution, was imprisoned at Miltiades Bastion and the small church of Agios Andreas inside a castle. Agios Andreas battlement, built at the top of the castle by Venetian conquerors, clearly offers stunning views to the Argoli Gulf and the Mysian Plain. The view from here is stunning, and it's totally rewarding of every step to get here. To be honest, I'm really surprised how big this castle is. I thought slowly I'm going to the end, but then I explore more and more of Palamede Castle. To my big surprise, there was no one from the security, and basically no one stopped you to go there or there. You can see some signs, but nobody control you, and I did not see any CCTV, no counting one at entrance. This is great for photo hunters where I'm counting myself, but on the other hand, this can be kind of dangerous because some area of the castle had a bit difficult access, and in case that you are coming with the kids, you should don't forget to be more careful and keep an eye on your kids. Another reason why it is dangerous is that people can destroy this piece of history by their wrong actions. Do not take it as critic. I used to visit a lot of castles, and there are so many restrictions and CCTV everywhere, and this was a really nice experience where I felt freedom of movement and exploring, of course with respect. Entrance is €8 in the summer season from April to the end of October, and it's open from 8 am until 8 pm. In the winter season from November until the end of the March is entrance €4 and it's open from 8:30 am to 4 pm. As a good news, we can count that every first Sunday of the month, from November 1st to March 31st, the entrance is free. On my way back, I chose to take finally weight with the steps down to the city. 9. If I didn't take 999 steps up, I will take them down at least on my way back. I'm still amused with that view, which I see right now. During the Greek War of Independence, Nafplio was a major Ottoman stronghold and was besieged for more than a year. The town finally surrendered on account of forced starvation. You will not believe, but exactly under the rock of Palamidi Castle, you will find Arvanithia Beach. You can arrive there by foot, to the way from Akronaflia beside the land gate. A cool little beach offering you swimming and carefree moments. The beach of Arvanithia is approximately 200 meters area and it's awarded with the blue flag. The beach has thick stones pebbles in the center of a rocky at the edges of where there are concrete points, and access to the sea from there is possible with the small metal stairs. The bottom of the sea is sandy. Arvanithia Beach remains to be current paradise of winter bathers. It is well organized during the summer period and infrastructure of feature coffee, sun loungers, rented umbrellas, showers, toilets, and free parking at the entrance. From the years of Venetians, there were Albanians living in the area and they gave the area name Arvanithia. Of course, in Nafplio you can find more beaches, and one of the favorite of locals is Karathona Beach. If you are a romantic person who would love to take a romantic stroll around called Arvanithia Promenade, the most popular walk in town, 1 kilometer length, dominated by the rocky landscape of Akronaflia with view of Argoli Gulf. Beach Promenade of Nafplion is a paved path connecting the town's small port with the beach of Arvanithia. It's a lovely coastal alley curved in the rocks offering amazing sea views as well as different views to all the fortresses of the town, Akronaflia, Vurtsi and Palamidi. The whole time you will be walking beneath the rock of Akronaflio and you will also come across the pretty little chapel of the Panagia Thespilia, Virgin Mary of the Cave, the Santa Maria Grotta of the Venetians. On your way, you will encounter a massive field of pricky piers, small swimming spots, as well as huge orange-hued rock that are very popular among climbers. Between 1827 and 1834 was Nafplio the first capital of the newly born Greek state, and in 1834 Athens became the capital city instead of Nafplio. With coming 20th and 21st century, tourism emerged and is important economic activity following the Greek Civil War. In that point, Nafplio became one of the first places in mainland where mass of tourism came. Its proximity to Athens, architectural legacy and great climate is one of the biggest plus of the town where people like to come for weekends or one-day excursions to little bit run away from hustle and bustle of capital city. Keep walking and you will come to Bastion Five Brothers. The Five Brothers are prominent walled section of the rest of Akronamphlia's wall was constructed to control along with Vutsi an entrance to the port of Nafplio. 5 cannons of the same size were added to reinforce its defense. The construction of the bastion is dated between 1389 and 1540 when Nafplio was under the domination of the first Venetian domination. Right now, I'm on my way to visit Archaeological Museum of Nafplio, a 2-story building constructed during the second period of the Venetian rule, 1713, had been converted into a museum in 1926. The house is the collection of the Archaeological Museum in Historic District of Nafplio. The new permanent exhibition outlines the cultural identity of Argolida from the Paleolithic period until Roman times. The most important exhibits are associated with the Mycenaean centers of region and present in detail palatial system as well as daily life and burial customs of Mycenaean world. On the first floor, a bronze armor from Dendra found in the chamber tomb of the 15th century BC that belongs to distinguished warrior is the most remarkable object on display. If you like history and museum generally, I think you should not skip visit of museum. Museum is open in winter season from 1st of November until 31st of March from 8:30 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. and entrance fee is €3. In the summer season, from 1st of April until 31st of October, ticket cost is higher, €6, and is open from 8:30 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. And for both the winter and summer season, every Tuesday is museum closed. The museum is located on Syntagma Square, as well known as a Platano Square, mainly due to the plane tree which occupied the central area. Today, Syntagma Square is a breathtaking hub of activity with coffee tables lining the streets, wooden balconies, and Turkish fountains. Except of the Archaeological Museum, many important historic monuments are located around the square, like the former mosque of Aga Pascha, the parliament, as well the Trianon Old School. The Aga Pascha Mosque, also commonly known as a Parliament House, is a historical Ottoman mosque. It was built in 1730 during the second period of Ottoman rule, and it briefly functioned as the first parliament building of the provisional administration of Greece. Today, it functions as a cultural and event space on the first floor, while the ground floor now houses the Nafplio Municipal Gallery. Nafplio maintains its own distinct traditional architectural style with many colorful buildings, monuments, and statues around Old Town, influenced by Venetians. The town also contains a great number of eclectic and neoclassical buildings and small number of modernist buildings. You can find in town only example of Mycenaean revival architecture, the National Bank of Greece branch of Nafplio. Nafplio was one of the first Greek cities to be accessed by train. For many years, the station was a meeting point of residents and the heart of the city. Nowadays, all the railway station operates as a park and a recreation area with a garden full of flowers, all locomotives, and a theater and a cafeteria. The main station building houses the Nafplio Municipal Conservatory Konstantinos Gnosis. If it's Nafplio on your bucket list and you would like to know how you can get there, you can take a public bus KTEL Argolida. From Athens it takes 2.5 hours by bus, and if you rent a car you will drive 137 kilometers and it takes less than 2 hours. I can guarantee you that you will not regret this trip to one of the most romantic places in Greece. And with that, it's everything from me, what I wanted to show you from this beautiful town. Thank you for watching my videos, and please click on the like button, subscribe, or leave a comment to boost YouTube algorithm. I will really appreciate it. It will help me to bring you more interesting videos. Then I hope to see you the next time. Bye bye!